men's list again. So we have Suntir Fel with his TIE Interceptor. He's running the Royal TIE Guard upgrade title. Sorry, that gives him the ability to use 2 modifications, one of which is stealth device, so he gets an extra dice until he's hit, and auto thrusters, which means he gets to be able to turn one of his blank dice to an evade at range 3. He also has push limits. Then he has Whisper in the TIE Phantom, which we saw won that for him. It has the advanced cloaking device, so if he actually attacks anyone successfully, is it successfully, or does he just have to attack?
Which was that?
Advanced cloaking device.
As long as he attacks, he can make.
So if he attacks, then he gets to cloak automatically. There's fire control system and veteran instincts. So fire control system allows him to take a target lock if he attacks, and veteran instincts basically ups his pilot skill by 2. And then he's got the Omicron Group pilots in the Lambda class shuttle with Darth Vader. We all know that's take 2 damage and do a crit on someone because the Force is with him. Hedgehog, going through this a bit more detailed, is running Jake Farrell with push limit, so that increases him to 9. And it seems push limit is the favourite upgrade at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of the most used upgrades in the game, I think.
Yeah, and pretty much that wasn't the case a few months ago. People didn't really care, but it seems that's changed. Then he's got proton rockets, so that requires focus to fire those.
Yeah,
and that's he doesn't have to spend the focus though, so it's really quite cool. That's a base 2 attack, but he can actually add an extra attack per agility dice, so he'll get 5 attack on 1 shot there. He then has auto thrusters, which, as we've already said, if he's at range outside range 2 or outside the firing arc, he can change 1 blank results to a evade.
That's impressive.
And the reason he can get push limit and veteran instinct on 1 pilot is uniquely to A-Wings. You have the A-Wing test pilot, because we're awesome, and they get an extra upgrade icon, but you can't equip 2 of the same.
No, but I think that again gives A-Wings their own kind of
niche section.
Niche.
Yeah, they have the best pilots flying them. Then you have the prototype pilot with just the charge and refit. Charge and refits are basically reduce the cost of an A-Wing so that it takes 2 points off them, but you lose the ability to run missiles on those ships. And then he has 2 Green Squadron pilots. Both of them the same. They both have push the limits. They both have charge and refits. They both have outmaneuver. So with outmaneuver, when attacking a ship inside of their firing arc, if you're not inside that ship's firing arc, you can reduce its agility by 1. So that would be brilliant when going up against that Omicron pilot.
I agree there.
So you can get rid of that because he's only got 1 anyway. It's only 1, isn't it? Omicron?
1 what?
1 agility.
Yeah, 1 agility.
1 agility. So he'll be actually doing 100% guaranteed damage on that. He's got auto thrusters again, giving it a bit more
kick.
Well, a bit more ability to avoid in the outer areas, and he's got A-Wing test pilot, allowing him to take the outmaneuver and the push the limit. It looks like a very solid list for A-Wings. So both of them are taking asteroids again. So again, exactly the same ones. So I think it's going to be quite an interesting match. So you've got 2 very highly maneuverable lists with these. You've got Suntir and Whisper being very maneuverable with the Imperials, and you've got every single ship being very maneuverable with the Dragonfly Squadron. And they both have 98 points. There will be a roll-off for initiative, which normally Imperial wins, just because they're Imperials.
Yeah,
it's always the way it goes. Somehow the dice always manage to muck you up.
In some regards, yes.
Yeah. I think I want to give this to Rebels.
Me too. Well, I've always been a Rebel player myself, and again, we've seen that Phantom win this match. I want to see that Phantom go down.
Yeah.
I want to see it go down, man.
I think Hedgehog needs to focus on that Phantom. He's got enough ships where he can actually keep.
You can corner it, I think.
Yeah, he can keep the others. Although actually, probably with that Omicron, because they're quite with the A-wings. They've only got got 2 shield and two hull. So really, the Doom Shuttle is quite dangerous to them.
Yes, they need to.
I mean,
if anything, from my own experience playing A-wings, you need to take down the Doom Shuttle first, followed by the Phantom.
I think it's quite possible to do as well with the get into range 1 and hit them with the 3 dice.
Yes.
Without manoeuvre. I think they've got a very high chance of actually pulling that off. Ooh.
Okay, so just for players, we have current standings currently. We'd have to go through
Yep.
that.
So in reverse order, we've had 2 people drop out by the looks of things. Tony Brown and Stephen Norman have dropped out.
Oh.
But Alec Rubin is at 32nd position. They've got Matthew McAvoy, Jonathan Firth Clark. That's a shame. He's really good sport, is Jonathan.
Yeah,
but unfortunately,
amazing man.
He hasn't quite got the hang of X-wing. He does really well in attack wing apparently, but doesn't quite do quite as well in X-wing. Then David Peck, Martin Findlay, Joe Williams, who we've had on, Anthony Croucher, Daniel Campbell, Josh Ince, Ian Porter, Darren Hardy, Leafa Shepherd, Edward Bradley, Robin Farndon, Matthew Horn, Tyler Turley, David Clark, David Lincoln with his Spandau Ballet list.
Favourite that one.
Yeah, that was the one that we featured and won on the Wednesday match. Sorry, spoiler there. I'm surprised he's doing that well. I saw him take down them, but I didn't expect him to do very well in this list. Then you go up, you've got Jack Middleton, Duncan Callender, Stephen Baldwin, Chris Yules, and then we're into the top 10. So we've got David Gilby, Christopher Puttock, John Bamford, who we've featured, Chris Turner, a personal friend of mine and Elliot's. He's doing very well at number 7.
Good to see him, the Pirate King himself.
Yeah, yes, he is the pirate. No, he's
self-proclaimed Pirate King.
Ian Adams, Michael Maggs, Ben Walker, Andrew Castellan, and top 2 we've got William Ward and Robert Cornell. Sorry. I expect he'll tell me how to pronounce his name properly. But yeah, I didn't realise we had 34 players to start with. I was told.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing?
Yeah. X-Wing is this game. I first saw X-Wing at Diceni, their first event 3 years ago, I think it was now. And I just stood there and watched 2 people play, and I was just captured by the game. And the table was the most popular one there. It was a huge crowd watching, and literally it was just 1 X-Wing and 2 TIE Fighters, just the basic core set. And they were playing with that, and they've got a crowd of about 20 people around them. And everyone seemed to be enjoying it, even just watching it.
It was entrancing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I actually got to have my first game there, and I played the Rebels and beat them, but I suppose I had a bit of a benefit. I was going up against a very young lad who hadn't got much of this experience. And I've been playing war games for well in excess of 30 years. So yes, I'm a bit older than I feel. So yeah, I did try and make it fun for him, but when you got the shot, you got to take the shot.
As an advanced level war gamer, how would you think? What's your opinion on the game of X-Wing itself?
I like it because it's got levels. You know, you can go in as an entry level player, and you can do really well if you pick the right team up. I mean, I'm not a very good list builder. I am getting better, but you know, I don't tend to go online and look at lists that win. But then when you get into the depth and you start learning the cards, it's got so much depth. You've got so many interactions that you can find between the different cards that you can't go wrong. It's a game that keeps on giving. Right. And the fact that it's actually well supported as well.
Do you need me to mark Andrew's cards as well?
Do you know what colours are which, basically?
Where's his list? There it is. Okay, so red stands for high rank, yellow stands for low rank, and then I've put yellow and blue for the 2 ordinary A-wings.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted me to have the appropriate colours for each of those A-wings down on the cards as well.
I think we should be okay. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll work it
I'll
out.
work it out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the 2 different colours anyway. He's got the pairs, so we should be okay.
I mean, and the nice thing is that you can actually watch the films.
Yes.
There's people, the people I've seen around the table at the Dicini were asking, where's this from? They recognised that this was actually from something. They were too young to know. You know, they weren't even old enough to remember the last 3 films that
All
came
this stuff.
out.
You could go upstairs and correct the board because they've moved it a little bit.
Okay.
So we've got roll off.
Got roll off for initiative.
Initiative.
It looks like we got initiative for.
I think Imperials.
I think Imperials have got the initiative on this one. But the thing is, has he chosen to take the initiative?
Yeah.
We are getting the board because, of course, the board's at an angle, and of course we lose some of the board on the bottom. So we're hoping they don't deploy there. And
Yep, Imperial have initiative.
yeah, Imperial initiative. There's the
I
first.
called it.
There you go.
Always, I don't know what it is, but yeah, once you get into the depth of it, you know, it is bottomless.
It's a very deep game, a deep meaning as well.
There's luck and there's tactics. You know, people just say, "Oh, it's a dice roll." If you flew well, you can actually counter the bad dice rolls. If you're able to keep out of people's firing arcs.
So we're getting a bit of a cluster of an asteroid here, mostly asteroids as well.
Yes, it is all asteroids on this case.
Oh, is that legal? It looks like they're made just legal. Yeah, just legal. There we go.
But that suits these asteroids.
There you go.
This asteroid deployment does suit the A-wings and the
yeah, it's going to give the A-wings a
the
lot.
Interceptor, and it's going to leave the Omicron not very
So
much to go.
deploying. There's the prototype pilot being deployed right now. So the prototype pilot is yellow.
Yep. There goes the Omicron.
And also, he matches the color of the prototype A-wing as well. So he actually matches the color. I like it when people kind of match the color of the cards, their ships.
Yes.
Like, I expect Jake is the other kind of blue A-wing in there. But we shall see. And there goes the 2 green squadrons. So the green squadrons are flying as a wing. One's got blue, one's got green. That clearly identifies which one's which. And here comes the shuttle, which again is angled, as is Mr. Fell. Quite interesting.
And those A-wings can move ahead.
They can move.
Shift. I mean, they've got 5 forward and a boost.
And the 5 forward is green.
Yeah, it is.
They have the entire run of straights except for a straight 1, and that's it.
Yeah. That is the only downside. They cannot go straight 1.
Yeah. They can turn 1,
Yep.
but they can't go straight 1, and it's only a turn, it's not a bank.
It's like, yeah, throw on the anchors.
Yeah,
That's interesting. Jake and the prototype up at the top as a wing.
I guess he's hoping that Jake and the prototype will... Because the prototype, of course, is very much unarmoured. It's got no upgrades on it. It's Plant Skill 1. It's going to attack him first. I'm hoping he's thinking Jake will give it some bit of extra survivability by flanking it and giving it a bit of kick.
Yeah. The problem is the two that are going to easily take out the Omicron are actually the bottom 2.
Yes.
Are the 2 green squadrons with the outmaneuver card.
But then again, these are A-wings, and they do move very quickly.
Shift very quickly.
They do move very, very quickly. They can get by that shuttle very easily.
In fact, given an A-wing versus a Phantom, I'd say the A-wing would probably take it. Just by the fact
I've just barely done it. But yeah. It's difficult, and you have to plot against your opponent, but you can do it.
Fly well.
Yes, you have to fly well, and have good luck in most settings. And there's a 3-turn immediately from the A-wing, from the prototype pilot.
I
So,
suckered him in.
Here we go, a boost die. Sorry, not boost die, a boost right from the get-go and a bank. And look at the distance that A-wing's covered in the first round of movement.
Near enough a third of the board there.
Wow.
They are incredibly maneuverable, and that's why I love them. They've got low attack power by their 2 attack dice. That's what you're up to.
I was just looking at this.
Yeah, I know, their dial's amazing, isn't it? Everything with speed 2 is green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Their 2 forward, their 2 back, and their 2 turn is green. And
Well,
all
here
their
we go.
straights are green.
And In comes the green squadron, blasting halfway across the board.
5 forward, what a manoeuvre, and a bank at the end.
Yep, and he's what's he put on that? Is that
Focus.
focus? Not this likely to use, but he's used his push limit to focus up.
Well, he's going to clear it anyway with this.
Yeah.
He's going to go straight. But wow, look at the distance that they've covered. Those things can move. This is why we picked this map, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know?
we've got 6 very fast moving.
And the
Yeah.
I see what he's going to do here. He's using Sunte to block the shuttle's movements from this forward onward. He stopped the shuttle,
Yeah,
and he's going to use Sunte to keep the shuttle from moving forward to get as much arc coverage as he can. That is quite intelligent.
he's already stressed something out.
Yeah, the shuttle is
Oh,
being
shuttle's-
stretched because the shuttle stops,
Yeah, I missed that.
which it can stop. And here we go, Sunte's barrel roller. So maybe he's not doing what I thought we can do after all. Just giving it. He's covering where he thinks the other area is going to go. He's using push the limits. Good boy. 2 boosts. So yeah, he can block the shuttle if he wants to. Not that he probably would want to, but he can. And because he got a stress token, he gets a focus. Because it's anticipability. When you receive a stress token, you get a
Indeed.
focus action. So where do you think this is going to go, Alex? Who do you think's going for it?
Well, so far, I actually really like Andrew's list.
The A-Wings.
Yeah,
Ah.
just because the amount of waves it's been making in the water today.
Oh, really? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because obviously they're on a relatively high table at the moment.
They are. They're on a.
Yeah,
These,
Andrew is currently sitting at 3, and
I kept telling everyone A-Wings were good. I
we
always
knew A-Wings were good. And
No, but the thing is, I took a 4 A-Wing list at the last tournament, and I made waves then. I didn't make
Yeah.
it top 8. I did nowhere near as well as he's done. But he's doing incredibly well.
Ben is position 4 at the moment. And the thing is, it's like if you can fly A-Wings well, you will do well.
And he's playing them exactly how I say they should be played. Jake
Yeah.
Farrell.
Just so you're aware, just to read what that does, Jake Farrell, after you perform focus action or assign a focus token, you may perform a free boost or barrel roll action. So yeah, you essentially he assigns that.
becomes
you
innocent.
that way.
He can arc dodge because he's got
Yes.
a good barrel roll, which the A-Wings don't natively have the barrel roll as an action.
No, that's one thing it does miss.
It does miss, but that's why Jake is so good at being able to do it because he has it. He can barrel out of arcs if necessary, and this is exactly how A-Wing should be played in pairs, not as an entire attack squadron, as in pairs, who then split apart when necessary.
Yeah.
They're hit and run strikers. They're not like an attack squadron.
No, there's no real synergy with the A-wing ships if you're playing purely A-wings.
I do just love how he knows how to maneuver them so smoothly.
Yeah.
It does look like he's going after that Phantom.
Yeah, I think he's trying to box that thing in and get as much. He's trying to trap it essentially.
Yeah, before he starts losing.
Chips.
Is there a ranged Darth Vader's ability in Doom Shuttle?
No, as long as he can make an attack, he can do it.
Make an attack.
He has to make an attack.
So it's the Omicron shuttle has to attack it.
Has to be able to attack, and therefore, it doesn't matter if he misses. He can then just fade her up for 2. But of course, the shuttle does take 2 damage to 1 if it's shield. You're basically banking on it being direct hit because then you get a 2 for 1 deal.
Yeah.
Or 2 for 2, I should say.
Which we have seen.
Well, we have seen, yes.
Yeah.
But they would be very effective against the A-Wings, who unfortunately, while they're very fast, very maneuverable, and have good agility values but terrible attack, they've also got very low defense. 4 hit points overall, 2 shield, 2 hull.
3 of them are at Veteran Instincts, so yeah.
3 of them veteran instincts.
Yeah, 3 of them have got auto thrusters, so
Yeah, well, there you go.
that will actually help a lot there.
If they can keep it range 3, they'll always have that 1 extra evade they can bank on.
I do think that Ben needs, if he realises those 4 ships are coming at him, he needs to keep.
He's thinking, so you can see the Phantom has yet to have its dial placed out. He's definitely thinking, he knows they're going for it.
If he can't avoid it, he needs to face off against the Green Squadrons to keep that outmaneuver.
I mean, even if Whisper goes down, he could probably take down a TIE one of the A-wings.
Yeah, one of the A-wings.
So
And hopefully that'll be Jake. 'Cause that's
yeah,
worth
the
most
hope
points.
is it will be Jake. But I think we're going to see a banking turn towards. Ah, hello.
Oh, sucker him in. Sucker does in.
Sucker us in, definitely. He's a very good player,
Yeah.
that Andrew. And I'm so pleased to see him playing A-wings. Kind of makes me sad that I didn't play. Because I would have played A-wings. I would have played similar, not as good as Elizabeth. This is obviously much better than mine.
If I was a player, I'd been playing Double 2400.
Dash
And I think that would be fitting considering how the promo card for top 2, I believe.
Render.
Yeah.
Yep,
The-
Dash Render.
The Render. Not Dash Render, I call him the Render.
The Render.
Oh no! At least it's the prototype.
Yeah. Yes, that's lucky.
To be honest, the prototype is cannon fodder in this game.
I like the way that he's got the wings down now.
Yes.
I've noticed on mine, apparently the wings should go low enough so it doesn't actually protrude from the base, but I've not got mine to drop that low yet. It's very stiff. Apparently the first batch that came out, they were very easy to drop the wings right down, but
Guess the new processor or something just went wrong.
yeah, I think they changed manufacturer.
Well, they definitely suckered that
Pushed the limit.
Phantom in. Pushed them once
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
dear.
he's not cloaked.
Yeah, the Phantom's not cloaked, so he can't decloak anywhere. He's probably going to cloak very soon, though.
Yeah, if he doesn't cloak up, I'll be very surprised. I'm surprised that I thought he'd be cloaked after that last manoeuvre. So he's pushed the limit in with the 2 greens again.
Why not? Why not? Probably a 2-turn from the inside. Oh no! Ooh,
Oh, that's interesting.
fascinating. He's hoping to flank Jake.
Yeah, he's gonna. Is he gonna boost? Yeah, he's gonna boost.
He's trying to get. He's getting just so that he can flank Jake next round.
But Jake's not gonna be there.
But Jake's not going to. Jake's not going to be there. But he can do a 3-turn and possibly catch where Jake is currently going to
Could
go.
be that Jake has a 5 forward, shooting in and get on that Phantom,
Possibly.
depending where the Phantom goes, or a 4 forward. Oh,
Oh well, hello, Mr. A-Wing.
so the A-wings still have the Green Squadron parts still have shots, but
He
they're
can't
gonna
barrel
through-
towards the A-Wing, and he can't barrel away because he barrels away. He's going to go over an asteroid next
And he
turn.
can't do that. Oh, yeah. What's he going to do?
Oh God,
I would. He's not got shots, so he should
cloak. Cloak.
Hmm.
That's what I would do.
What are we going to do? It is strikingly obvious to me, at any rate, that Ben's playing a completely different game. It seems he's off balance and having to react rather than being.
He's reacting, not acting.
Yeah, in the last game he was very much proactive. He was the one. He's barrel rolling that way.
He's going to see if he can do it, but it's not going to fit.
do it.
It's not going to fit.
No.
No. I don't know whether that was planned or whether that was set up. But either way, it was masterful on the part of
Yeah, he has
Andrew.
got push limit on that time set.
Phantom.
No, he hasn't got it on the Phantom.
Not the Phantom, sorry. On the Interceptor, he has.
So he can't cloak again.
So he can cloak. That means he can't cloak
He
if
can't
he's not going to
cloak.
fire.
Yeah, so he's going to go through that asteroid.
Oh my goodness gracious me! This
I would have cloaked.
This is the break that Andrew needs. He needs to do some damage to that
He's-
time
he's-
Interceptor.
And in fact, he's actually now got 3.
He's got 4 A-wings bearing
Yeah.
down upon that Phantom, and if it'll do
Yep,
at least
he's
1
gonna-
damage,
He's going to boost.
that's what it's going to take. Here we go, Jake
I
Farrell.
think he's going to boost.
He's
now.
taking a focus, he's boosting, and I predict he's probably going to take a target lock as he's pushed them in action.
Yeah, and
Oh.
target lock on, and I think that's a dead Phantom.
I'd like it to be a dead Phantom. It'd be amazing if it was.
Well, he's got at least 3 shots on him.
There we go,
There's
target lock. Oh my goodness, what my giddy aunts.
I think that pressure that he's put on that Phantom with the 2 green pilots has just been enough to throw him off his game.
It is worth of note that the
Oh, he's got shots!
it is worth to note that the Omicron Group pilot can take out the prototype if it was the last ship to try and take out that Phantom.
Yes.
2 versus 2. One crit and something, and he's spending the target lock. Wise man, wise man.
I think it is a crit.
It is a crit. And there's a
And
hit.
hits, that's 2.
Two evades. Oh, he was lucky.
But now the outmaneuver comes in.
Yes! You're right,
He's at least got 1 there. Oh, come on, check the range. Check the range. Yeah, he's got range. 2 of them.
Range 3 on the back one, but range 2 on the front one.
He's got outmaneuver, so that's 1 hit.
They're all 3, isn't that outmaneuver?
Outmaneuver.
On the greens.
Outmaneuver. Inside, you reduce its agility value by 1.
Yeah, so
instead of being 4, it's 3. No, it's 2. Yeah, he's not cloaked. He should be rolling 1 less die. That's 1 hit, and that's an evade, unfortunately. So they have actually done it on that one with the outmaneuver. He's gonna run across that. He's got. Oh, that's a minor hull breach. So if he executes a red, he's got a minor hull breach.
Oh dear.
So after executing a red move, he's got to roll attack dice, and if he gets a hit,
that's out. The Phantom is down.
Oh my word!
Oh my goodness! First round of combat, and we've had the Phantom taken completely out of the match.
That surprises me. After seeing Ben's flying in the previous game, that surprises me a lot. I didn't think.
And here comes the shuttle in for an attack. 2 hits, and probably Vader at the end, meaning we're going to see. But at range 3, he gets the extra agility. He gets an evade.
So he actually rolled that. He had to use his target lock there, and that is
2 evades. Naturally.
2 evades. Yeah. So that's. Are we going to see a Doom?
He's not using Vader. I think he's realised that if he.
I wouldn't use Vader.
Yeah, if he realises if he whittles down his defences, he may be at a disadvantage with that shuttle.
So essentially, now he's lost Whisper. He can't really use Vader, not unless he's going to be a coup de grace and gets rid of Jake Farrell.
Yeah. He's relying on Suntir to be the big one here. Now here's the thing: that shuttle.
Suntir versus 4 A-wings. That shuttle should go down very easily now.
Theoretically, yes. However, remember that the shuttle still gets an attack before the prototype. That's the only one that gets shoot first.
It doesn't get an attack before the Green Squadrons.
That's true.
So the Green Squadrons are going to hit it first, and it doesn't get any defense.
Assuming they can get out of its firing arc.
Yeah,
because if you look at where the shuttle is, he has positioned the shuttle in a situation where the A-wings cannot maneuver out of its firing arc.
I would K-turn behind it.
They can't K-turn at this point.
No, but get close enough K-turn behind it.
What I would do is I'd turn the bottom 2. I'd turn the Green Squadron to the bottom to the left to pull for the asteroid, and I'd turn the upper 2 right hard 3 to get away from the shuttle, get distance on them, then come back around. Because lead that shuttle on a merry jig, but we're not having that. The prototype is going right in for the kill.
Yeah, I think Hedgehog's quite an aggressive player. This is as it
you
should
think?
Yeah.
Going right after a Phantom and killing it in the first round of combat?
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. Here's the
one
shuttle.
Forward.
One forward from the shuttle.
Obviously taking cues from the Rebels. Jeez. Spare millimeters there. I think he's going to target Lonk.
I'm glad we chose this game.
Yeah. Jake, that's a sensible thing, because that prototype pilot's not really much of an issue at the moment.
No, he wants to take out Jake.
Yeah, you have to take out Jake's the one that's the dead.
But I think we're going to see Mr. Farrell's barrel roll come into play there.
Yeah.
And a fight forward from the A-wings.
You see, now he's brought himself forward. He's opened himself up. And that's clear distress.
Yeah, because a 5 forward and A-wing is green.
Aye. That's why you've got to love A-wings.
He's giving an extra defense dice to the shuttle, but I think he's still debating whether he wants to boost that thing. And
I think if he boosted...
If he boosted, it'd be out of arc.
Not if you boost... You can't do it because he's going to boost onto the asteroid. I don't think he would be out of arc, actually. because that base is quite big.
That is true. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just in there, and he's got a clear shot.
Yep.
So he's then just used his push
the limit.
limits. I think he's going to do the same with this one. Maybe. No, I think I could pull it in front of the asteroid.
But that would be risky. I
No,
wouldn't want
then
to
he's
do
going
that.
to run into the asteroid, so no, he's going to go one forward.
Mm.
Oh, he's got a shot there without the asteroid as well.
Incredible. It may just clip it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think.
Actually, no. Closest point would be beyond the asteroid. You're right.
From here, yep, no, that
You're
will
right.
go past. Yep.
Push them again.
Just do it.
Thank you, Hedgehog.
Now we get Suntir.
Our players have been very good at informing us what they're doing. It's nice to see that. I just can't believe that Whisper taken down in the first combat.
Yeah.
round.
Remember, Suntir gets to fire first.
Yeah, here we go. Sinter telling.
Oh, is that on the?
No, I think it's all right. We're good. We're good.
No, oh no, I think he's touching it.
Yeah, but touching is not on top.
Depends where we move the asteroid.
Hedgehog is definitely checking it out.
Yeah.
We didn't see it move. I don't.
No, I don't. I didn't see it move, but actually you can tell by looking there.
I didn't see it move.
No, I didn't see it move. No, he's made that just. Blimey.
We have kind of we have a
Oh, hang
semi.
on. No, he's been rolled. He's hit it, and he's got a minor hull breach. So some tears have suffered a minor hull breach, and is that I can't tell. We'll soon see. No, he must have rolled a crit.
Oh my goodness gracious!
So that's the second time Suntir's hit a. He hit it in the first round as well.
He did, yeah.
Asteroid.
And he can't fire.
No, which is brilliant. It means Jake doesn't have to be so. So aggressive. He can just get in a position, get a good shot off.
I think he's debating what he wants to do here. If he even wants
He
to.
doesn't have to take.
He doesn't
the
have to.
barrel.
No, he doesn't have
Or
to do
boost.
Vesper. That's important. Because you don't have to. It's a may.
We're going to see a lot coming off this Omicron.
God, what do you think, Alex? This looks amazing. Mate.
I want to see a one-turn destroyed Omicron pilot.
I don't think you do that.
No, unless you've got direct hits.
But then again,
yes.
it's 3 damage.
Yeah,
So you could do. If you roll
Yeah.
perfectly for all of them, yes,
if
you
you roll,
can.
if you roll perfect and the shuttle did roll awfully, then he could do it.
Unfortunately, I don't think outmaneuver is going to come into play.
It's not going to come into play now, but it will next round when
Yeah.
they're behind that shuttle. Jake is at range 2.
Oh, what a shame.
Jake's the shuttle.
Two
Here we are.
dice.
Oh!
Fluffed it.
But he's spending the target lock, I think. Oh, no,
he hasn't got
not.
target lock. He
He's
should
got
have
target
taken target
He
lock.
should have taken a target lock.
And that's only. That's sensible. Use the back green squadron, and it got. Is that 1?
1.
And that's evaded.
It's faded. No,
Nope.
it's not faded.
No, that's a shield off. So difficult to tell the difference between an evade and a focus. Yes, he's well in there, but it is a 2.
They are measuring whether it's 2 or 1.
Yeah, no, that would be a 2, unfortunately, because
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Focus. Focusing
he's
enough.
spending his focus token.
Ooh.
Oh, that's 2. 2 shields off. So that's 3 in total lost. So if I was the Omicron, I'd focus on one of the green squadrons purely because they're the most.
He's attacking
dangerous.
Jake. He's
Yeah,
re-rolling.
Is that Jake?
He got 2 hits. I think he may Vader on this one now.
Oh! I took an evade.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
So it's just. Oh no, he's lost 1 shield.
He's Vadering.
Yep, Darth Vader.
That remains.
Jake's just lost 1 shield.
Wow, that was incredible.
What's happened there? He's only lost 1 shield on.
I guess because maybe it was a focus and he didn't have a focus.
All right.
Let's try to have a focus.
Oh! Wow, he's just taken 2 and a crit. Structural damage. And structural damage reduce your agility
By
value by
1.
1. So it doesn't even matter that the others have outmaneuver. So essentially, roll one attack die. He has to roll one attack dice, and he can flip the card down. So as an action, in the next turn, he can take an action. He can get rid of that.
Doesn't matter. I know exactly what that shot's going to do.
Yeah.
It's going to stop.
Well, he's got 2 damage on there.
Yeah, but he's going to stop. He's going to pull the handbrake.
He's on 2.
Oh,
damage.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to pull the handbrake for the shuttle.
Yeah. And this sort of shows how, if you fly right, even what could look like quite a weaker list, even though we all called the Rebels winning this, it is technically the weaker list at full strength. It can take you down easy.
Mm.
The Juice 84 says that shuttle is so dead. Lol.
Yeah. Well, we haven't even had the assault missiles fired yet.
No.
Jake hasn't actually got in range 1.
It's what I like to refer to as the glass fist strategy.
The glass fist.
Yeah, so you go just to you put all in on one thing effectively, and if you fail, you've lost.
if Hedge wins this, I'm not going to say we're going to sit here talking. We're bringing him in and having a chat with him.
Yeah, I mean, that is a superb.
Can I just say, we had 4 watches when this match started. We're now up to 10.
Yeah.
People can't believe they're seeing A-Wings do so well.
Well, the thing is, Charlton Refit was a remarkable change for it.
It turned them from missile carriers into interceptors.
Yeah, and better interceptors in my books. Oh, is it going to clear?
Oh, he'll kill it.
Yeah. It also made them cheaper. I'd never understood why A-Wings were so expensive in the first place, because they weren't.
Couldn't that prototype pilot be trying to get?
I think he's trying to get Satir, but
yeah. Oh dear me. Do you know what's amazing is that the interceptor's not going to turn 2. Do you know why? He'll go over the asteroid again.
Yeah, he's gonna. Even if he goes forward, he might actually clip the.
No, maybe. Okay, see.
Oh,
They can't get it dead on.
he's going to bump.
Oh god.
Is he going to K-turn with Jake and the 2 greens?
Hopefully. But I thought the shuttle would stop, and
he hit the asteroid as well.
Oh no!
And he just took damage.
Oh.
Oh man, it's not going Ben's way at all today.
Oh my god, goodness.
Ben has got the curse of the asteroids.
And I
What the where?
Your reaction.
I was not expecting that. I was expecting K-turns. Oh, they're stressed, so they couldn't.
Yes.
But that is... Are they green?
They're green. He's boosting. Now, boosting means that he can't go off the... Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's like literally... That's not as close as my wife managed to get on her first game, but...
And he's not removing the stress, but he does remove it because he's just pushing the limit as well.
Yeah.
So, it's all fair.
That is superb manoeuvring.
And still in formation.
Yep.
Push the limit.
Oh, yes.
Of course. And there's a reason why it's got an A-wing on that card.
What do you think of Fantasy Flight's choice of actually putting set cards in set boxes?
It's good. I like it.
Yeah?
I like that you know what you're buying.
Yeah, but what about the fact that you can't really buy them separate from Fantasy Flight?
True, but then that's a business decision as
Yeah.
well. There's a bit of business in there, but there's also, you've got to make your money somewhere. Well,
Yeah.
Sunta is definitely trying to get those 2 greens. Yes, Alex?
It's the only disadvantage about choosing to play with one faction is that
Yeah.
inevitably, if you want the upgrades, you are going to have to buy some other factions.
Yeah, I do think it's actually quite... It's not as good for the less well-off players.
That is true.
I suppose I was quite lucky because I had the money when I first started, so I could collect as many as I liked. But now, it's obvious to me that I can't afford to get everything.
Yeah. I can just barely, because I'm buying stuff for the Edge of the Empire game, RPG, as well as I do play Attack Wing as well, which I know people would begrudge me that, but I do enjoy
That's
Attack Wing.
alright.
I do enjoy Attack Wing.
It's all right. I haven't played it, and you keep saying you're going to teach me it.
I will teach you one day. And do you know what? I think
I am a trekker. I'm the cooler the trekker or trekkie. I can't remember whichever one it is.
one or the other.
But
I was always a Star Wars man, and I've always a Trekkie. But I'm
I
a
was,
I'm a Trekkie fan as well. And look, still the A-wings are still in formation.
he's totally out flying. Yep, we got that boost because you gave him a focus.
Which means you don't even get stressed because I don't think he's going to push the button anyway. Unless he
wouldn't
target
bother.
locks someone just for the hell of it.
That might actually be a good idea.
Because then he's
target
going
on
to
top.
turn anyway, which means you'll clear the stress. So
I do think people forget that. It's like they if they're not going to fire and they have no other way of, nothing else they can do, target lock, and then you can keep that and use it at a later date.
And you know what? I think the Hedgehog just evaded the shot by Sun Tefal.
Yeah.
Completely evaded.
Certainly looks like it. Yep, back to the next round. Yeah, everything's still full health except for that prototype.
Now the question belongs is where's the shuttle going to go? Because once again, Hedgehog. Hedgehog has actually made the shuttle have to choose which ones he goes out for.
The shuttle's in a very awkward position as well.
It is,
It's
yes.
in the middle of an asteroid field, which
Not where you want to go.
and he can't stay still because he's sitting on the asteroid. Because you have to roll for damage if you stay there.
I mean, he wants to get off that.
Yeah, he's going to have to bank.
I think he's going to turn right. He's going to let the Intercept try and deal with the greens, while the shuttle tries to deal with Jake and the prototype to no avail because Jake's probably going to blow that shuttle away.
Yeah, Jake will get in on that shuttle.
At range 1.
Yeah, range 1 this turn. Tight 1, boost.
Tight
boost,
1, boost.
Focus, boost.
Tight 1, focus, boost, and then target.
In fact, he may not even need to boost.
Not even to boost,
depending
no.
on that.
Maybe you may barrel roll if you can.
Yeah. The only downside is that prototype pilot is a bit out of position for hitting the shuttle as well.
Well, you've got to take the good with the bad. I mean, the prototype was always just their points filler more than anything. We're playing a very interesting game here, people.
Ring a ball.
And I will point out, the edge up there is pretty much just off the edge of the board.
Yeah.
So he's playing a very dangerous game.
Yeah. No, well, the thing is, he's got tight 1s, so...
See, now I'm just thinking he's just showing off.
Yeah, with tight 1s, you don't really, unless you're really close to the edge, you don't really have to worry. Where the hell? Oh, ooh.
He's turning, and he
Wow.
avoids the asteroid, thank goodness.
Well, I think he's going to hit... blimey, it's going to be... You must bank the next one. Or stop.
Yeah, he can't stop because the tones are red.
Oh, and he's got... Oh, yes.
So he's
So he's going to have to
stressed.
bank through there.
Yeah.
And he could... Oh, no, he won't hit it.
Here comes Mr. Green Squadron.
I expect it to be a boost.
Try and get out of arc, yeah.
A boost, yep, he's banking.
I think he's hoping that if he gets close to where Sun Suspicion currently is, Suntir won't be able to get arc on him.
Well, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking if Suntir is completely out of arc, I think he's going to be shooting the Omicron up the rear.
Which means he's going to get nothing anyway, even though it already got nothing.
Yeah, yes, because you can't have -1.
I'll take the extra damage, thank you. Oh, this is a lesson in how to fly, basically.
Yeah, he's set up. He's got enough space between his two A-wings so that they don't collide when they're turning. And he's remembering to up and lower and increase the... But he does have a shot on that lower one.
No, but he doesn't get the other one, so he can't kill both of them.
No. Well, he wouldn't, I doubt he wouldn't be able to kill both of them anyway.
And also there's the angle, because it could be that because of the bank, the angle could be off to catch the others, which it may look like it is actually just out.
No action. Oh, no, I think he's in.
I think he's just, if it is, he's just barely in.
He could...
What a move. What a move.
Yeah, I think Hedgehog actually realised that he was likely to do that and use that Green Squadron pilot to block him.
Yeah.
And
here comes Jake with a 1 turn.
If Jake doesn't take out... Yeah, and then...
If Jake doesn't take out the shuttle...
Oh, I know what's... What do you think? Some assault torpedoes, some assault missiles,
I
just to be a bugger.
save it for Fell. Blow Fell to
The problem is
smithereens.
you may not get in with one with Fell. I'd use my assault missiles as soon as I was within range of anything worthwhile using it on, just because you don't know what's going to happen.
That's true.
Also, it's 5 dice. I'm sorry. I do apologise.
What do you think of this game, Alex?
I'm thinking this looks really, really awesome. I really.
Has he got shot?
He's just in.
What? Oh.
No, he's not.
No, he's not in.
Oh, he's just at the angle.
Oh, dear God.
Why not use your assault missiles?
I guess because he doesn't think it's worth it.
Well, there's 5.
Yeah, but he doesn't need 5 to kill him.
I know, but
He
he doesn't need 5 to kill any of them.
He's killed it.
Yeah. I forgot he doesn't roll them dice, so.
There we go. Boom. Well,
One dead
it's
Omicron.
now 4 A-wings versus 1 interceptor.
Oh, and the A-wing has got a shot.
So, would you, Adam?
And he's outmaneuver as well.
At a range of 1. Ouch! Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, outmaneuver. We could see the death.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
beautiful. Oh,
And none.
Oh my goodness.
With 1 shield taken.
Not a single, just 1 shield on Jake, and that was it.
That was impressive.
That was impressive.
That was a masterclass there. And we saw how Whisper was so effective in the last game with Ben. Then to see it absolutely destroyed in, what, turn 3?
Yeah, well,
I think turn 3.
turn 3 of moving, round 1 of firing.
Yeah, and that proves just how good focus firing is on people. You have to focus fire.
Yeah.
And,
There's no doubt
well, what can you say? And Asteroids there played a heck of a role because Suntier lost a hull point, and Omicron pilot lost a hull point and got a crit.
I can't believe that.
It's-
A-wings. A-wings.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive, wasn't it?
Everyone said people have complained that A-wings aren't very strong on their firing. It's like, oh, you have to get to range 1. Well, yeah, but A-wings can get to range 1,
This is proven it.
and you can get behind people on range 1. I'm tempted to fly this list just to give it a go myself. At some
Yeah,
point.
that's good because outmaneuver. I use calculation with mine, which had crits. But outmaneuver because you're guaranteed to get those hits in, especially on interceptors.
Yeah.
And if you fly them in the 2 flight groups like you have there, you're bound to divert attention, thus be outside of someone's arc.
I don't,
Do you know what my favourite part is?
What?